Hey Starshine, this video is going to be a little different from my usual stuff because it's not just me doing gameplay and commentary on that. I want to talk about something specifically that's important to me and important to a lot of other people out there. And that is the hashtag Rework Mercy movements. I thought about doing a scripted thing, and maybe that would be a better idea, but I don't do scripted stuff, so I just figured I'd try talking about it and see where that goes with it, especially because I feel that, honestly, anything I'd say is pure opinion. I cannot give you the numbers and the math behind it because I'm not a game developer. I'm not a pro Overwatch player. I don't even play competitive, guys. I just play this game for fun. And that's the thing that I want to focus on, because I play this game for fun. To be completely honest, I play this game a lot without recording because it is one of the few games I can get myself to play without recording. Because a lot of times I feel kind of pressured that, hey, if I'm playing a video game, I gotta record it. I gotta make sure I have enough videos ready. I gotta make sure that I share my gaming experience with my subscribers, you know. So a lot of times what games I play and when I play them, like, that's really, a lot of that is made, the decision is made based on when I'm gonna be able to record, when I'm going to feel like I'm up to recording. But sometimes I just don't feel up to recording, but I need a game and I need something primarily to distract myself because, as I've mentioned before, I have depression, I have anxiety, I have a variety of things. And sometimes my brain just gets way too much for me to handle, and I need something I can focus my brain on. And that's Overwatch. And that is primarily why I don't play competitive either, is because I play Overwatch as most of the time a distraction from my depressive episodes or my anxiety attacks. It's something that I can focus my mind on, something I can purely just pay attention to and not have to think about anything else. And I'm honestly anxious about playing competitive because I know that I would have to communicate with people and complete strangers, and I know that there are those occasional people who are just super mean. And even though I, can tell myself, oh, well, they're just being grumpy, they're taking it too seriously, ultimately I always feel bad because I feel like I ruined their fun. Like, anytime you might have even seen in some recordings where I'll point out someone saying something mean and I'll be like, oh, they're just being grumpy. Oh, that's silly. And I'll try and rationalize it. It's not for you guys. It's for me. I do it for myself because I need to try and rationalize, okay, this guy, whatever, they're just being jerks and I need to not pay attention to them. And so... but that's really why I can't play competitive, because there's too much pressure on that. At least when I say like a quick play or arcade, like, that's just for fun. If anything, I might, make someone's night not as good, and that does upset me, but at least then it's not like I'm ruining their SR or anything. But that's beside the point. The thing I'm trying to get to is just the importance of Overwatch to me and how much fun it is. I really enjoy just playing it and having fun with it. And mind you, I play more than just Mercy. You've seen in more recent videos I've been trying to play other people other than Mercy, and really I main Moira now. In my older videos you see that I primarily played Mercy. Occasionally I would play like Lucio or Symmetra, but it was basically always Mercy because I had tons of fun with her. But I don't really anymore. After her, like, when they had her big rework, I told myself, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can enjoy it, even though I'm kind of salty about it. But I'm like, okay, there's other Mercy mains that I like, and they're like, oh, well, this is the benefit to it. This is the new playstyle you should do. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try that. And I just didn't click with that new playstyle. And overall, it's just like, she doesn't feel like she has much to offer, honestly. And I know that you can get into the numbers of it, and I've seen plenty of people do it, but I've seen plenty of people say the numbers one way or another to either support the anti rework Mercy or support the pro anti Mercy. I mean the pro rework Mercy. I've seen, you know, you can twist the numbers all you want, but when it comes down to it, it's really subjective. I personally can't give you an objective look at it, and honestly, I don't think anyone really can, because a lot of playing a video game is subjective and personal opinion. And the thing is, like, I didn't say anything for the longest time because I'm like, I'm probably the only one who feels like she's not fun. But then all of these people came out of the woodwork and they're like, hey, I don't think Mercy's fun anymore. Let's get behind this movement. I'm like, yes, thank you. I mean, I'm sure people are saying stuff like that a long time ago, but I wasn't super into the Overwatch community until somewhat recently, just because I've been playing Overwatch so much. And really, just the main thing is that she's just not fun anymore. I would play her in Mystery Heroes and be like, oh my gosh, this is not as fun as it used to be. And I'm not good at this game. I won't say that I'm good at it. I'm okay. I've played it enough that I can say that I'm okay, but I'm really not like, I'm not like a pro player. I'm not even, like I said, I don't play competitive. I'm not ranked. I just play quick play and arcade all the time, so I'm casual. But I don't think that means that my opinion means anything less, because, you know, I'm one of many people who feel that way, or a lot of people who are just low ranked are basically at the same level, and they matter too. It's not just it doesn't have to do just with the meta. It's not just about whether she fits in the meta, how she fits in the meta, whether she's balanced or not. I can't argue with that. Like, she's balanced, you know? You can put up the numbers and say she's balanced, but she's not fun. I enjoy her character. I enjoy her, the idea behind her. I enjoy her as being, like, pure heals. Like, you pick her when you need heals and nothing else. Like, you just need the heals real bad. I could hold the entire team back in the day. As someone who's not very good at this game, I could hold the entire team solo healing as Mercy. Not anymore. Can't do it anymore. Maybe it's just because I'm bad, just really bad now, but I can't imagine holding up an entire team with her healing. I can do it with Moira. I can solo heal with Moira. I can get gold healing and gold limbs or a gold damage with Moira. But I could never do that with Mercy. The main thing is just she has healing equal to the other healers, but she has nothing else, while the other healers have a lot of other things. They have, you know, a toolkit that allows them to do damage and, like, more than just straight heal, you know? They have abilities that allow them to swap between healing and DPS completely, super easily, without doing anything, just aiming at a different person, essentially, or clicking a different button. While with Mercy, you have to swap. You have to swap between her rod and her pistol, and the point of that, at least initially, I thought it was because her pistol is a last-minute resort thing. While the rework really did seem to put more emphasis on making her damage. And it's funny because battle mercies get reported all the time. They still do. Even though it seemed like they were trying to put her more into the middle of the action. And that's just not my playstyle. And that's not the playstyle that I feel she was made for. She was made for a backliner who would keep an eye over everything, shot call, heal people in the back, and not be in the middle of the action. As for Valkyrie, if they could change Valkyrie and make it a little more interesting, then fine. I don't really like it as is. I never have. I've always seen it as just, oh, her abilities get boosted. Okay, that's all. That's not an ultimate. I feel that an ultimate needs to be a brand new ability of some type that, it is something that is exciting to work your way up to. You want to work up to, oh my gosh, look, I can do this brand new ability. With Valkyrie, I feel like it's just, oh, okay, I just boost my abilities for a little bit. I can use this at any point in time, and it can help. You know, I felt like with Mass Res, you could use Mass Res wrong, and you could use it right. With Valkyrie, I know you can use it right, but you really can't use it wrong. You can't. Like, I don't know. There's never really a wasted Valk, and I feel that ultimates should be able to be wasted in a way, you know? They shouldn't just be, here's a boost in your abilities. Cool, you're good. I guess the only way you could really waste it is if you popped it when there's literally no one around you at all, friend or foe. But, I mean, like I said, I'm not a pro player. I'm sure there's plenty of arguments against this, and I totally understand that. And I totally understand that there are people who don't think she needs a rework, and I'm fine with that. I personally would just love to see some changes to make her more fun. I would love to enjoy playing her again. I bought the Sugar Plum Fairy skin because it was so adorable, and I wanted it so bad. Because I love Mercy, and she just means a lot to me. I know that's kind of, it sounds kind of like hyperbolic, but she does. She means a lot to me. I originally did not plan on playing this game ever, but I enjoyed playing Mercy when I first played it, and ended up buying the game because I wanted to play more of her, because I played on a free weekend, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this game. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I want this. So all in all, I'd like to see some changes. I'd like to see anything. And I know, like I said, there are people who make arguments. I don't think that, you know, there needs to be this exact idea of this is exactly what we want from her. That, you know, we are not the ones designing the game. I know that, you know, ultimately it comes down to Blizzard's decision. But I think that it's important to speak out and say, this is what I'd like to see. This is what I'd be interested in seeing. So if you guys could consider that and change something, that would be great. But really, it's just, you know, I feel like it would be kind of dumb for me to not say anything, I guess. I just want to state my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it's my opinion, you know? It's just, it's how I feel, okay? It's not, I'm not stating anything along the lines of, like, this is indefinitely how this is. This is just my opinion. And that's where I see, like, a lot of people who try and argue with it as if everything is fact, and argue against it as if everything is fact, and it's not. This is a video game. People have opinions. People decide what they like and what they don't like. And, you know, like I said, if I were the only person, I would not be, you know, out here going like, rework Mercy, if I was the only one who thought that. Like, no, of course not. But the fact that there are other people, like, I miss being a Mercy main. I used to be a Mercy main. I still have more hours on her than anyone else, but I'm bad at her because I don't get her rework, and I mean, I wouldn't say I'm bad at her, but I was just playing some of her, and I probably will play some of her soon. But I don't know, it's just, I feel like I do more as Moira, I accomplish more as Moira, I am more of a help to the team as Moira, but like even Moira, she's not the same as Old Mercy. Old Mercy was so much fun. I really loved being Mercy back in the day. Back in my day. And yes, I'm a filthy casual. but I still don't think that means I don't have any say in this. I feel like everybody has a say in this. And that includes, even though, you know, I say it's not all about the pros, it includes the pros. The pros have a say in this too, but so do the casuals. You know, the majority of people who play Overwatch aren't pro players, you know? So I feel that it needs to be a nice balance between all of them so that she fits into all ranks of play as a fun hero to play. I don't know what changes. Like I said, I don't have the numbers. I loved Mass Res personally, but it doesn't mean that that's the only thing I want. That's not what Rework Mercy is about, by the way. People think that that's all that's about. It's not. Some people who support Rework Mercy definitely don't want Mass Res back, and they want to keep Valk. They just want to see some changes. And I think any change would be great. I just feel that the way that she was designed has been thrown aside, and they tried to like change her without, they just kind of like gutted her. They were like, okay, well, you're made to be pure heals, but we're gonna try and make you DPS by just throwing some things here, taking these things out, and it just didn't really work. I think that more needs to be done. I think more needs to be done in order to make her work altogether. And heck, even when her original rework went through, she was super overpowered, and apparently, like, you had to play Mercy all the time, even in competitive. Even though before that, no one ever played Mercy in competitive. Prior to the rework, you didn't play Mercy in competitive. But once she had that big rework, it was like, you have to play her because she's so overpowered. But like, even then, when I played her right after the rework and she was overpowered, I couldn't click with it. Like, and that's the thing, people are like, oh, well, people who want Rework Mercy, they just want her to be overpowered, and that's not it either. And, you know, like, she was overpowered at a point, and I didn't like playing her then. I didn't like playing her then. I didn't like her being overpowered. I don't like her being underpowered. I want, you know, fun. That's what I want. I want fun. It has nothing to do with how powerful she is or isn't. I just want her to be fun. And so that's, I could go on. I could go on, and I probably shouldn't. I have many thoughts and feelings on this. I tweet about it. I've written an essay that I sent in for the contest or whatever it was for Aria Rose, who started the movement. But by the way, just because she started the movement doesn't mean that she's like the only like face or the only one who has an opinion. It's like, don't, please. I've seen people be really mean to her. Stop it. She's not the only one behind it. You know, there are plenty of people supporting it. She's just one person, and she just had the decision to try and start this positive movement, and she managed to get it off the ground. And, you know, she doesn't have full control over it. Just please. I've seen people be really, really mean to her, and a couple other Mercy mains that support the movement have gotten some crap for it, and it's just like, guys, that's wholly unnecessary. Can you not? And I get, I've personally, and I'm just saying me personally, I've not seen any sort of like toxicity within the movement, but I'm sure that it exists, and if you're a part of that, stop. That's the exact opposite of Rework Mercy. The nice thing about Rework Mercy is it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be constructive and not simply like, you know, oh, well, we don't like the way that the game is, so change it because we say so. And it's supposed to be constructive and positive and just being like, hey guys, let's do something good. Let's try and do something good. So, you know, if you're not a part of that, then you're not a part of the movement. So bye. We don't want you. We want positivity here, guys. But yeah, overall, I could talk more, but it's just, that's my opinion. If you disagree, good for you. Like, that's fine. Like, and I'm not being sarcastic when I say good for you. Like, genuinely good for you. Because I'm terrified to talk about this. I'm terrified to have my own opinion because I've spent so much time having my own opinion shot down. And I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other can of worms. But with my anxiety, it's just really hard to have an opinion. And so if you're able to have an opinion that's different from someone else's, like, legitimately good for you. Like, awesome. That, I'm not being sarcastic. I sincerely mean it because it's important to have your own opinions and to stand up for what you believe in. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to stand up for what I believe in, and that's a fun Mercy. I would really like to see her be fun again. So that's just my opinion. If you disagree, I'd honestly, please leave some comments for creative discussions. Nothing, you know, if you're just like, oh, well, I don't like you, bye. Like, okay, bye. But I'd like to have discussions. I'd like to see if I can rework stuff. I would like to see if I can change my opinion on specific things. But overall, just, I'd like to see her be fun. And that's ultimately what I would like to see. So on that note, I guess I'm gonna end it there. And remember, guys, shine your light in every world. Bye.